Toll Transitions has been engaged by the Department of Defense to provide defense members and their families with comprehensive end-to-end relocation services. This guide will assist you completing and submitting your application for relocation so that a toll case manager can be assigned to your removal request. To increase the chance of being able to secure a removal date in your nominated week, we request you submit your application as early as possible. If you have moved with Toll since 2018, you should already have a registered account with us. Please use your existing details to log into the site. If you have forgotten your username or password, please reset this via the website or contact the Customer Service Center on 1-800-819-167 between 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., Monday to Friday, and they will be pleased to assist you. To start, please load the Toll Transitions Defense website. If you are not already on the website, it can be found at https://tws.defenseuniform.movemaestro.com.
Once there, click on the Sign In button, located in the top right section of the page. In the pop-up screen, enter your username and password and click on Sign In. Once you have successfully logged in, you will be directed to the transferee dashboard. The screen is broken up into 3 key areas. Current relocations, which include any future postings we have been advised of by Defense. Your past relocations. And your previously created inventories.
Creating a new or modifying a previous inventory is the first step you should complete in the process. It is also a critical element to get correct, as inventories that do not correctly reflect the goods you require moving may cause delays in securing a removalist for your relocation. If you decide to update a previous inventory, please ensure that you check each and every room to confirm the contents listed are still correct and make any changes as necessary. Ensure the inventory address reflects your current residential address, not the address you are moving to. Once the inventory is attached to the application for relocation, the address details entered will populate in the system as the address where you are requesting your goods to be uplifted from. Requests for the removal of large, bulky or heavy items, for example, non-portable heavy machinery items and workshop equipment, may not be approved. A non-portable item is one which cannot be handled by a crew of 2 people or would require additional equipment to move. There are a number of other items which cannot be removed in your household goods. Please refer to page 25 of the Defense Relocation Guide for the full list of items which cannot be moved. It is your responsibility to ensure your inventory does not contain any of these items. If you have forgotten to list something prior to submission, simply deselect the inventory from the application, and you should then be able to add any additional items before reattaching it. Once your application for relocation has been submitted, any changes to the inventory need to be communicated to your assigned case manager. If you require any assistance with this, please call the Customer Service Center on 1-800-819-167 between 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., Monday to Friday, and they will be pleased to assist you. Now let's move on to how to create a new inventory.
From the dashboard page, select Create New Inventory. Enter the inventory name, and then the address where your furniture and effects are being picked up from. The system will auto-search for the address as you type. If the system can find your address, ensure you select it from the drop-down, and wait until the full address populates in the other fields. For some addresses, particularly on base addresses, these will need to be manually entered. Please ensure the room and building numbers are also entered if you live on base. Move to each field and complete the required details. When finished, click on Add. You are now on the inventory entry screen. You will see the inventory name and the address you entered on the left-hand side. If you have made a mistake with the address, simply click on Edit Address, update the address details, and then click on Save. Underneath these details you will see the 6 pre-created rooms. To the right of these are buttons to add and delete rooms. On the right-hand side you will see icons to add a custom room, add a custom item, add a vehicle, and print your inventory. If you are freighting your vehicle, it is imperative that it is added to the inventory along with your furniture and effects. Now let's go and enter some items in the inventory. First, let's add 2 items in bedroom. 1. Items need to have quantity, value, and age added to them. If you want to add notes, please do so. However, these are not mandatory. It is important the value listed against each item represents the item's current market value. If the item you want to add is not in the default list, you may search and add them from the list on the left-hand side. You can also create a custom item from here as well. Let's add a queen-size bed and 2 bedside tables to this room. The estimate of packable items in this room is $5,000. It is important to remember to complete this section for each room. Packable items are items that are small enough to pack into removal boxes. These items should not be listed individually in the inventory. Please note that the removalists will not pack any items that are of a personal nature, such as clothing and toiletries. These items should be packed into the cartons supplied in your carton kit. At the top of the screen, you will find the room selector. To move between rooms, simply select the new room you want to edit. Your progress will be saved, or alternatively, you can scroll to the end of the page and click on the Save button before moving to another room. The system will confirm the inventory is saved by displaying a message at the bottom of the screen. Let's move on to bedroom 2. The estimate of packables for this room is $1,000. This room also has a single bed and bedside table in it. Now let's enter 2 items that are not in the default list. The first is a standing floor lamp. To do this, click on Create Custom Item. Select the room where the item needs to be added. This will default to the current room you are in. Enter the item name. Now enter the dimensions of the item in centimeters. It is important to be as accurate as possible when entering these details. Based on the dimensions entered, the system will automatically calculate the cubic meterage of the item. Now enter the quantity, age, and value of the item. Next, click on Create Custom Item. The system will save, refresh, and display a success message at the bottom of the screen. Now let's enter the second item, a trundle bed. We are going to follow the same process as we did for the first item. First, click on Create Custom Item. The room is correct, so this does not need to be changed. Enter the item name. Now enter the dimensions of the item. Finally, enter the quantity, age, and value. Click on Create Custom Item to save these details. Now let's scroll down the page, and we can see the 2 items showing in the inventory.
Now we will show you how to add a vehicle to the inventory. First, you will need to return to the inventory dashboard. From the main inventory screen, scroll down to the bottom of the page and select Inventory Dashboard. From this screen, select Add Vehicle. A pop-up will appear ready for you to enter your vehicle details. Complete the details in all mandatory fields. These are indicated with an asterisk. Please ensure any modifications are listed in the Notes field. This includes dimension details if they are non-standard. Once these details have been entered, scroll down and click on the Add Vehicle button. The screen will save, and you will now see a vehicle attached to the inventory. Please remember, vehicles are not covered by the Defense Warranty Scheme at any point during the relocation. Any insurance coverage is the responsibility of the member. Now let's return to the transferee dashboard by clicking on the dashboard link at the top of the screen.
Using a previous created inventory is an easy and effective way to avoid having to start a brand new one. This is especially useful if you have not bought or disposed of many items since your last move. From the transferee dashboard, select the inventory you want to edit, then click on the Edit Selected Inventory button on the right-hand side. If the inventory you wish to use is not displayed in this list, it may still be linked to your previous move. Additionally, if you would like to rename the inventory, this cannot be done online. In either of these cases, please call the Customer Service Center on 1-800-819-167 between 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. Monday to Friday, and the team will be pleased to request or process the required action on your behalf. It is important when using an existing inventory that the address is updated to reflect your current residential address. To do this, click on the Edit Address link. In the pop-up screen, start entering your current address in the first field. The system will automatically try and search for your address. If found, click on the address and it will populate all other fields. If your address cannot be found, please enter the details into the fields manually. It is important that you review all rooms in the inventory and edit as required. To add additional rooms, use the Add Room or Create Custom Room buttons located on the left-hand side. If you no longer have items, please delete them. To do this, simply click on the trash can icon on the right side of the item. If you have replaced the item with a newer one, simply overwrite the details, paying particular attention to the value and age fields. To add additional items that are not in the default list, simply find them in the item list on the left-hand side. Click on the item, and it will automatically be added to the list. Remember to add the quantity, value, and age details for the item. Alternatively, if you are unable to find an item, you can create a custom one. To do this, click on Create Custom Item on the left-hand side. In the pop-up, confirm the room selected is correct. By default, this will be the room you are currently in. Enter the item name. Now enter the dimensions of the item in centimeters. It is important to be as accurate as possible when entering these details. Based on the dimensions entered, the system will automatically calculate the cubic meterage of the item. Now enter the quantity, age, and value of the item. Next, click on Create Custom Item. The system will save, refresh, and display a success message at the bottom of the screen. Don't forget to review the packable values listed in each room. Ensure these are updated as required. Once all rooms have been updated, you are ready to move on to the next step.
Welcome to the section on how to complete your application for relocation. If you are not already on the website, it can be found at https://tws.defenseuniform.movemaestro.com. If you are not already signed in, the first step is to sign in. The Sign In button can be found in the top right corner of the web page. Enter your username and password. If you have forgotten your username or password, please reset this via the website or contact the Customer Service Center on 1-800-819-167 between 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., Monday to Friday, and they will be pleased to assist you. Once you have successfully logged in, you will be directed to the transferee dashboard. The screen is broken up into 3 key areas. Current relocations, which include any future proposed postings we have been advised of by Defense. Your past relocations. And your previously created inventories.
If you are posting or separating, you should see your removal case listed under Current Relocations. If you don't see a removal case, please contact the Customer Service Center on 1-800-819-167 between the hours of 8 a.m. and 9 p.m., Monday to Friday. Please note, change in personal circumstances, CIPIC, is not the same as a posting or separation removal. CIPIC are generally within the same location removals conducted for limited specific reasons. Please do not create a CIPIC removal case if the reason for your relocation is posting or separation. On the dashboard, you will see there is a current relocation case awaiting completion. Click on the green Application for Relocation button to start. You are now at the Relocation Request AFR form. This application is broken down into 6 sections. To start, click on the Introduction and Personal Details button.
The first section is the introduction. This section captures your contact details. It is important to check these details are still current and correct. If there have been any changes, please update them. Please note, previous contact details remain on your account until such time as you remove them. To expand each section, use the arrows which are located on the right-hand side. Personal details. Please check to ensure all the details are still correct, and update them if required. Click Next to continue. Home details. If you are living on base, be sure to include your room and building number. If you have family located in another location, you can use their address as the home and postal address. Ensure the contact information is checked and updated as required. Click Next to continue. Work details. In this section, there is an opportunity to nominate an alternate contact agent in the scenario you will not be available on either uplift or delivery day. This option can be found under Preferred Contact Method in the Work Details section. Ensure your job title and location details are correct. Once you have completed all 3 sections of this page, click on Save. The system will automatically save your progress as you work through the application. You may also manually save your progress by clicking on the Save button. The system will validate you have completed all required fields on the page and will prompt you if there is missing information. Complete the details highlighted in red, then scroll down and click Next to continue.
Relocation details. If you are posting, the new base and unit locations are generally the same as the administration base and unit. If you are separating, please select a new base location closest to where you will be relocating to. For example, Mudgee, New South Wales or Bunbury, Western Australia. For the unit location, please select terminations. Ensure you select your new rank in your new posting location as well as your position. If you are separating, please select your current rank and position. Please select the relevant posting authority from the drop-down menu. For the posting tenure, please select either 6 to 12 months or greater than 12 months, depending on your posting length. In the required relocation date field, enter the date you would like to relocate on. If you are currently on a course, please enter the date advised by your course instructor. Your pay group and annual salary can be located on your payslip. Please select your relocation status from the drop-down menu. If you are taking leave en route to your new posting, select Yes. Select Save, and then Next to continue.
Housing details. Select the accommodation type you are vacating. If you require DHA to provide assistance with permanent housing, select Yes, and then select the preferred accommodation solution. If you do not require DHA assistance, select No, and then select the type of accommodation you will be occupying. Do you require transit LIA in the current or new housing location? If so, please complete the next 2 questions. Do you, or any member of your family, own a residential property in the new location? This is an extremely important question to answer truthfully, as it could impact your benefit to housing assistance. Click Next to move on to the pet details section. If you intend on seeking reimbursement for the relocation of your pets, they must be included in this section of your application. Please enter the pet details, ensuring all fields have been completed, and then click on Add Pet. Pets will then show on the right-hand side once they have been successfully added. Repeat this process until all of your pets requiring relocation have been added. Press Next to continue.
Travel details. Please note, private vehicles and towable items must be owned and registered to yourself or a member of your resident family. Complete this section indicating your preferred travel mode. Select Add Services if you need a flight or train. Ensure you add all passengers by selecting the plus sign next to passenger lists. Select Add Own Means if driving. Please note, if you are traveling as a passenger, this will be captured on the driver's application for relocation. Please leave the travel section blank. If another non-recognized serving member is traveling with you, please ensure you enter their details in the Notes section. Press Save and then Next to progress to the next section. Temporary accommodation. If you and your resident family are relocating and require temporary accommodation, please fill in this section. Please note that all members are required to complete the number of moves question. Press Save and then Next to progress to the next section.
Other considerations. This section is an opportunity to supply further details about your relocation. The first section relates specifically to special needs. If this does not apply to you, please do not complete. If this section does apply, please provide detail around the specific needs required by ticking the relevant box and providing summary detail. At the bottom of this section, you will be able to upload a copy of the recognition document. The second section provides the ability for you to flag circumstances or preferences that have not already been captured in the application, which you believe should be taken into consideration regarding your relocation. Press Save and then Next to progress to the Inventory section.
This section is where you attach the previously created or modified inventory for this move. If you have not already completed this, please go ahead and complete this before progressing any further in the application. Do you require Toll to assist you with removals for this relocation? If you have furniture and effects or a vehicle to be moved, please ensure you answer yes to this question. Are you flexible with the uplift date? Unless there are unavoidable circumstances or service reasons, defense require Toll to move you on the most cost-effective day within the same working week. This means if you choose Tuesday in the application, and another day in that week is more cost-effective, then your removal will be booked for that day. Your relocation will also be modified, including flights, accommodation and travel, to accommodate this. If you are on a course and all members of the group are required to move on a specific date as advised by your course instructor, please select No. If you do have circumstances that are beyond your control, or have service reasons that require you to move on a specific day, please download the mandatory uplift date form from the Forms and Guides section. This form needs to state the reasons for moving on the specific date and is required to be signed by the approving delegate as listed in Part B of the form. Once completed, this is to be forwarded to your assigned toll case manager. Next, select the inventory you require. You may choose more than one if applicable. You will then be asked what type of removal assistance you require. By default, this will be household items. However, if you added a vehicle to the inventory and require this to be moved as well, you will also see a checkbox for vehicles. Once selected, you will be asked if you wish to include all items from the inventory in the removal. Please ensure this is changed to yes, if you require all goods to be moved. If you only require certain items from the inventory to be moved, select No, and then scroll through the inventory items displayed, and select only the ones you wish to be included in the removal. The next section, or two if you also have vehicles, require your input to select the dates and the delivery addresses. Let's move on to selecting your dates. On the right-hand side, click on the arrow beside Household Items Primary Inventory.
Uplift details. Please enter your preferred prepack and uplift dates for your furniture and effects. Confirm the address is where the goods are currently located. Remember, this is the address linked to the inventory. Confirm the contact person and phone number are correct. If you added an alternative contact in your application, you should be able to select this person from the list. Capture and record any site access details. Primary delivery details. If you have a confirmed delivery address, please ensure the date selected for preferred delivery is not the same date as you are collecting keys or having your welcome visit with DHA. If either of these are applicable, ensure the delivery date selected is the following day. Select if you have a confirmed delivery address. If you have, please supply these details. If you are still searching for a property, please enter the date into depot, storage, and the nearest suburb to your new location. By default, you may enter 6 weeks storage, however you will be required to provide evidence you are house hunting during this time frame. Confirm the contact person and phone number are correct. If you added an alternative contact in your application, you should be able to select this person from the list. Capture and record any site access details. If you have any vehicles to move that are listed on your inventory, the next section covers selecting dates for these. Once you have completed this section, please click on the arrow beside vehicles on the right-hand side.
Select the vehicle you want to relocate, remembering that only private vehicles and towable items that are owned and registered to yourself or a member of your resident family can be included in your relocation request. The date selection section will then appear below. Primary uplift details. Please enter the preferred uplift date. Confirm the address where the vehicle will be picked up from. Confirm the contact person and phone number are correct. If you added an alternative contact in your application, you should be able to select this person from the list. Don't forget to capture and record any site access details. Primary delivery details. Please note, there is no storage for vehicles on delivery, so an address needs to be supplied. Alternatively, you may choose to collect the vehicle from the depot. Please note, no travel or allowances are paid for collection of the vehicle. If you have a confirmed delivery address, select Yes, and then enter these details. If you are still searching for a property, please select No, and enter the preferred delivery date into the depot, as well as the preferred collection date and nearest suburb to your new location. Confirm the contact person and phone number are correct. If you added an alternative contact in your application, you should be able to select this person from the list. Capture and record any site access details. Press Save and then Next to progress to the next section.
Direct credit authorization. This section is extremely important to get correct. Incorrect details may result in payment rejections, which may then delay your allowances being paid. Specifically, please ensure that you enter the account holder's name, not the account type in the account name field. Errors completing this field will result in you needing to provide a corrected direct credit authorization form to your case manager. Please double-check the BSB and account number. Should these be submitted with the incorrect details, the payment will be rejected. It is imperative that if these details change at any time during the relocation, you advise your toll case manager at the earliest opportunity. Ensure you read the declaration and tick to agree to it. Press Next to move on to the application declaration page.
Ensure you read the declaration and tick to agree to it. Remember to familiarize yourself with the Defense Relocation Guide, as this contains some helpful information and hints about the relocation process. Click on the Submit button to submit the relocation request.
If the application successfully submitted, you will receive a confirmation screen confirming this. If you return to the transferee dashboard, you will see multiple tiles with your case number. This is not an error and nothing to be concerned about. For each service you requested, there is a tile. For example, one for your furniture and effects, and the other for the vehicle. If there are multiple services, there will be multiple tiles. From here, your toll case manager will be assigned in the coming days and will reach out to review and confirm your relocation request. This is an essential element to the removal process, and no further action will be taken until this has occurred. Please make yourself aware of and available for this call. If you have limited availability during the workday, email your case manager once they are assigned to you with the best times for them to make contact with you. This information will assist them in reviewing and progressing your application as efficiently as possible.
On screen now are some helpful hints for a smooth relocation. 1. Do submit your application as early as possible. 2. Do keep your toll case manager updated if your circumstances change. 3. Dates entered into the application will be taken as the dates you wish to relocate on, not placeholders. Changes to the relocation plan once services have been confirmed will be limited. If approved, supporting documentation or approval from your chain of command may also be required to support the change. 4. Do take the time and read the Defense Relocation Guide. It will answer most of your relocation questions and is also a handy resource. 5. Ensure you are available for the entire day during your uplift and delivery. Removalists cannot confirm specific times and will schedule your move in a window of time between the agreed operational hours. If you are unavailable the entire day, consider nominating an agent who can act on your behalf.
Thank you. We hope this video was helpful. Should you require further assistance, our customer service center operates between 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. Monday to Friday on 1-800-819-167.